All right, testing. Let's see here. Yes, sir. I think everything is looking fine. All going, everyone. Of course, let me turn down this music. All right, so here we are. Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 2. Wait, hold on, give me a sec. Getting a call. Wow. Didn't lose connection to that. Well, did I? Anyway. Alright, so here we are. Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 2. You know, it's funny because persons are still kind of continuing from, you know, Boruto Chapter 80 and, you know, calling everything else like Chapter 82 or 81 and all of that. People, we can stop counting up to 100 now. it's like officially marketed as a different series essentially, but I appreciate the effort. But anyway, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Sarada Uchiha here, and of course Boruto continues with, you know, Boruto 2 Blue Vortex naturally. No, as per usual on a monthly basis, I tend not to cover spoilers because, like everybody else that's doing like, oh, one sentence of, you know, translations come out, so I'm gonna do a video, and then like full translations come out, I'm gonna do another video, and then when the actual release come out, I'm gonna do a full video. Yeah, that seems very like exhaustive for me. like fam, let's just wait till the official release comes out. But I understand, I can appreciate the effort still, you know, pushing out content, but it is what it is. But anyway, without further ado, granted, I do hope you guys had an awesome day. 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 2. Of course, we have the cover page, interesting with the color scheme matching Sarada's outfit, essentially the jacket. To be honest, like most persons, I think I am a fan of all the time skip designs. Sarada looking pretty cool, not gonna lie. So, but still, interestingly enough, still don't have Kishimoto explicitly written as writer. Still interesting. Anyway, chapter 2, tree. Let's do it like this. Yeah, let's get into it. All right. Think you should be able to hear me now. Right. Stream looking okay. Should be able to hear me now again. Yeah. We good to go? Yes, maybe. Alright, nice. Alright, so you say I'm gonna enjoy this one, eh? Alright, let's see. Let me just full screen this again. Alright, let's do this. So I've been looking for you, Boruto. I didn't expect you to show yourself so readily. I mean, to be honest, I kind of predicted it. Anyway, Makes me regret not coming to Konoha a lot sooner. Alright. Withdraw your monsters. All of them. Do it now while you're still able to control them. And I'll let you live. Yo! Well on! Boruto! I'll let you live. this guy that's beyond Jigen? I'll let you live? Alright. This man clearly has become a lot more powerful. Clearly. Yo! I'm gonna mute this over here, so. Alright. Wait, hold on. What did you just say? Yeah, I see a thing, man. So what did you just say? Anyway, did you forget how helpless you were against me 2 years ago? You've got some nerve to tell me that you're gonna spare my life. No, man. Is the code slander? the anti-code agenda continuing? So you're telling me 2 years ago, potentially just 1 year training, Boruto was... I'm trying to put that in perspective, dog, because if with a potential 1 year of training, this man was already beyond code. How strong is this man really? I did do a discussion with Mello, but kind of speculating, but dog, no. Anyway, you obviously heard me, so hurry up and do it, or else you'll lose more than your left eye this time. Boom, yo, dog. And here I thought I heard the worst of your bluffs. What can I do but laugh? Boruto, Sarada, there are still lots of folks who haven't gotten away. Could you help them? I'll handle code. Are you sure? We'll talk later. Just stay alive. Alright. Shadow paralysis jutsu. Shikadai coming in. True. Nice to work. Yo, plan to code its work. Like, sure, you're just gonna assume we're getting strong in 2 years, cause yo, honestly, I kind of had high hopes for code, honestly, but why? Anyway, so Chocho coming in with a nice right hook, then a left kick. Inojin and Himawari coming in. I guess Inojin's art has improved. They're no big deal, just numbers. Ooh, you sure about that? Chocho, behind you! And then, of course, Inojin comes in with the save. Yeesh. I told you not to let your guard down, Chubs. I ain't, but thanks, Inojin. Of course, uses its tail to escape. Of course, losing balance, Himawari drops off. And then it's about to attack Himawari. And what do we have here? Oh, Kawaki coming in for the save. Out of my way. Kawaki, big bro. Alright. Yeah. Alright, so this just without a shadow of a doubt, this confirms that Himawari was affected. I know some persons were speculating, but this 100% confirms it. Alright. Ooh. Interesting. Rinnegan? Well, it's obviously on Code's claw mark. Interesting. Alright. Alright. Thanks, big bro. How many times do I have to tell you not to call me that? But, hey, this one seems different from the others. Like, leveled up. Yeah, bro. This thing has a Rinnegan, dog. But the important question is, will it actually use Rinnegan abilities? Alright. Another one comes out. Ooh, Kawaki getting slammed to the ground there. Kawaki. And then this one can actually talk. Otsutsuki. I guess sensing Otsutsuki might, I guess, for lack of a better expression, whet its appetite. Because, you know, of course, the Ten Tails wants to eat an Otsutsuki to, you know, blossom into a god tree. Kawaki. Well, get out of there, Kawaki. I can't hold it for long. Man say, yo, here am I say. Otsutsuki, eh? Being called that pisses me off the most. Man said, alright, karma level 1. Wait, did he just blow it up or did he absorb it? Yeah, definitely blew it up. Whoa. Alright, they just keep coming. Damn it, there's no end to them. Just how many are there? Doesn't matter, because we're gonna slaughter every last one of them. Alright, Code here. Yo, Boruto just seems so chill, bro. Like, he was like... Wait, Blue? Hey there, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Yo, Boruto just seems so chill, bro. Alright. And then one attacks. Kind of sidesteps. Grabs the sword. Yeah. One sword style. Yo, the man just look fresh, brother. Alright, sheep back the sword. All of them will come at him. Obviously, there's more to it than just speed here. I think there's obviously something more going on, especially with like those kind of like ear current drawings that's going on. All right. Let's get. Yo, Andrew, how go on? We're there, man. We're there taking in the chapter, the official release. Alright, so let's see. Boruto sheathing back his sword. Man is just cruising, bro. I guess it wasn't a complete bluff. If you insist on pressing on, you'll lose every one of them. And you're being prematurely cocky. These don't even add up to a drop in the bucket. Besides, they're just tools anyway. You don't understand the true horror of the Ten Tails. Interesting dialogue. What? Alright. Sarada coming in. With some droning, I would imagine. Fire style. Fireball jutsu. Coming through. Shadow! Yeah. Alright. Whoa, are you really just a genin? What does it matter? What my rank is. One coming back there. Uchiha, behind you! Huh? Oh, shit. Just joining. He's Soegi. Help. Oh, okay. This is a new tier, another level, another way for this. It's another dynamic. So he bites him and then he turns into a tree. Interesting. Okay. All right. What the heck is happening? I would like to know that myself. I know plenty about Ten Tails, obviously. They devour Otsutsuki. Well, in truth, they're beasts that'll just instinctively bite anybody in their vicinity, until they eventually run into an Otsutsuki. That might normally be the case, but these ones are different, thanks to you enhancing them. It ain't too late yet. You need to scrap them while you still hold their reins, or else we'll wind up in the worst possible future for everyone. What of it? When a Ten Tails devours an Otsutsuki, it puts down roots and becomes a divine tree, leading to that planet's death, and my goal lies beyond that worst possible future. I'll say this one more time, Code. I'll let you live. In return, guide me to where the main body of Ten Tails is. Bruh. Yo, Boruto just seems so confident, bro. Give me a break, Boruto. Have you lost your mind? I'll be honest with you. Killing you, yeah, killing you is easy. No, bro, no. No, dog. May I try put it into... I'm honestly stressed out. I am honestly stressed out, honestly, because like maybe he is bluffing, but the way this man is talking, bro, like maybe any expectations of where I would really put this man based on my discussion with Mello, I have to go put it up like 1 tier because if this man is saying killing this man is easy, this man might be in the same tier with like Baryon Mode Naruto. If we're really taking his words, if it's not a bluff and it's true. Anyway, let's continue reading. So instead of dying in vain, why not do one act of good for the world? It's irrelevant since you'll be the one dying. I guess there's no cure for idiocy. Alright. Of course, like I kind of was expecting, the wind or whatever that was around him during his sword movements had to be something more. A Rasengan? That one trick pony. Alright. Rasengan Uchiha. Really, dog? I didn't just end the chapter there? Really? The man just literally just end the chapter there. Come on, bro. Uchiha. What does that translate to? Is there like a translation note? I think that's one thing I kind of hate about the official release sometimes. I could be misremembering it, but sometimes I feel like there's not any like translation notes. Uchiha meaning. I'm gonna Uchiha, if you follow Japanese mythology, refers to the god Shinatsuhiko. Hopefully that used silent, meaning long blowing lad, is a god of wind, also known as Fujin. Another name for this deity is Shinatobe, who originally may have been a separate goddess of wind. Interesting. Anyway, if anybody can provide any like direct translations for that, then let me know. Barion's team for against Code poll. I guess we could do a poll. Oh no, well I get. Wait, hold on. My bad. Clog rhyme. Tring. Code. Hold on. Alright, let's put it there. Alright, so I like the chapter obviously, but I'm stressed out because I was hoping, I mean, we did get action from Boruto, but not the action I was hoping to see. I think like a chapter like this would look better. Obviously, I think we'd get more from seeing this animated, because with the wind that's, you know, around Boruto, more or less, like it looked more impressive. Because, you know, some things definitely seems off. There's more to his movements than just speed, naturally. But I think this would be better animated. But it kind of frustrated because I was hoping to get like at least an exchange, a little tussle with Code or something, dog. Honestly, so it kind of feels like, yeah, we got a bit of, you know, Inoshika Tro, we got, you know, the Claw Grime, another layer of, you know, the danger that they present in terms of turning people into trees, kind of how they function. Like I was kind of speculating there initially when he kind of hit, when one of them hit Kawaki to the ground, and he was saying Otsutsuki, which, you know, logically makes sense that, okay, they'll probably be thirsting for an Otsutsuki to grow into a divine tree. But it kind of felt like, okay, I'm waiting on the Boruto and Code exchange, and it just seemed like we just ended the chapter before before we even got that, you know. From that one chapter. Yeah, it could be like that one when they were saying he could like create like storms and hurricanes. I'm used to weekly, bi-weekly manga. Yeah, the monthly thing is a killer, bro. Um, until the eventual rental outputs here. These ones are different. I mean, clearly that guy turned into a tree, but obviously there's more to it that they haven't really told us just yet. Um, based on how Boruto is speaking. And again, I think this chapter kind of has us asking more questions again because, bro, I think one of the biggest things coming out of this chapter is like, if Boruto isn't bluffing, right? How strong is this man? Because this man seems like it doesn't seem like he's actually bluffing when it comes on to like, bro, like Code, bro, you're not good, bro. Like we could have like beat you easily, bro, but we need to find the 10 tails. So just let's just be a sport, be a lad, dog. Let's just do one good thing, you know? It's just so ridiculous to me, dog. It's like Kishimoto every chapter is like saying, yo, what's the next best way we can put down Code? Anyway, um, again, I thought it was a solid chapter. Let's kind of get my thoughts, my review out of the way first, for the most part. Given the situation with Code and the Clog Rhymes in the chapter, I do appreciate that we have a host of characters getting a bit of action here and there. From Inoshika Tro, we have Kawaki. Well, Kawaki wasn't looking too impressive initially, but you know, eventually did. But you know, Kawaki, of course, Boruto, there's Code, there's Sarada, we have some Jonin here and there, Himawari. So I guess for the most part, the main persons that would usually be involved in terms of that small close-knit group of characters that the manga usually focuses on. Nothing to really go on when it comes on to the Clog Rhyme, apart from the additional layer as we saw in the chapter where, you know, you had one of them actually bite like a drone in our, you know, our two and actually turn to trees. And of course, based on Boruto's dialogue, it kind of hints that there's something more to at least this 10 tails compared to the one we saw in the 4th Great Ninja War. Kind of adding that layer of mystery and intrigue kind of allows us to ask questions, you know, coming out of the chapter. We don't get all the answers, you know. So, of course, is a natural tactic, bringing us, you know, back for more. Naturally, you can't really explain everything in one chapter, but, and this manga just started. This is the 2nd chapter, so it's not to be expected. But, you know, it kind of helps to build the mystery and intrigue and build the tension, I would say. Outside of that, of course, there had that other Cloud Rhyme with the Rinnegan, which is interesting because, hold on, because that was like a regular Rinnegan, not like a Sharingan. So I'm kind of curious. That has me asking questions too, because obviously this Clog Rhyme has on Code's, you know, claw mark. So, or is it like the claw mark is like just around the eye? And more than like that could tie into what Boruto is alluding to, the extra layer of danger that this 10 tails presents. Maybe they can like rapidly evolve and develop techniques, and in this case it developed a Rinnegan. Probably that could be the case, who knows. So there's definitely that. So I love the intrigue and that kind of layer of tension and mystery and intrigue that's kind of building with them not necessarily answering our questions in this chapter. For the most part, I was kind of hoping that we would get the Code versus Boruto, but we didn't. But for the alright, before we even get in that, I mean, in terms of what we got with like with Sarada and everybody else, nothing to that really jumps out. Only the dialogue with Sarada speaking about, like, you know, one of those Jonin calling out like, yo, are you really a Genin? And she's of course, you know, tying back to what we were hearing in chapter 1 with Shikamaru saying like, yo, if you continue being the way you're doing what you're doing, you'll be a Genin forever. So that's obviously a callback to that. So there is definitely that. So between all of that and kind of getting more layers in terms of how the clog rhyme work, Boruto, as I said, is one of the big question marks in this chapter. This man obviously, and he's not using his karma. He's absolutely in beast right now, using some new Rasengan variant. I don't know if it's like a chakra mode or somehow he's managed to. Well, as Plantacode says here in the chat, it could be nature energy, could be, or I don't know if he's. I don't know if it's a case where perhaps maybe he's altered he's done like shape manipulation to for the Rasengan to such an extent where it's like his body is the center of the vortex of the Rasengan, and he's kind of spread out the shape manipulation to such a degree and added like wind chakra, like chakra manipulation, changing chakra nature to it, so to the point where it kind of forms like a protective barrier. So it's kind of like some, this is just speculation on my part. For some reason it kind of might remind me of like something maybe similar to what Shojoji did in the Mujina Bandits arc, maybe. Obviously it's not, I doubt it's going to be the same thing, but maybe it could be inspired by that, and he's trying to apply the principles of that to this new Rasengan variant. That could be the case. But again, Boruto, like, bro, like, honestly. Because, alright, initially the way that Code was talking, like Boruto doesn't seem like he's bluffing, but at the same time, Code doesn't seem like, because like he was saying like, yo, you lost your eye 2 years ago. So I'm thinking, yeah, maybe it is, Boruto and Sasuke that really did it, but the way this man is talking, bro, like, the man seemed like he surpassed that level in like a year, bro, which is insane. Let me just kind of go back to some of the sections with the Boruto dialogue. Let's see. Yeah, and it's just how composed he is, really and truly. The man just be chilling, bro. Man just be chilling. Because, alright, he moves to the side, he puts his hand on the sword, and then it's cut. So unless he's moving that fast, and then he actually unleashes the sword here, of course he has that wind around him, that Rasengan around him, same way. I think I might be onto something with that, probably using his body as a center there, if you insist on pressing on, you lose everybody. No, Shidori. Not that part, not that part. The code survived experience, I was able to get karma. Yo, bro, listen, the code slander is ridiculous. Thanks to you enhancing them. So that's the next thing too. He said these tentails, or this tentails at least, is different thanks to Code enhancing them. So I'm wondering, is because it's not like Code's karma changed him on a genetic level. The white karma, I don't think the white karma does that. But I'm wondering if some of Ishiki's power kind of flows through the claw marks to the, and that's how they're enhanced, maybe. Bro, like, no. No, it's just that the killing you is easy, bro. Honestly, it's ridiculous. And then of course he starts with the. It seems like it could be a vanishing Rasengan. Uzihiko. An initial conversation I want to see. You live, wait, hold on. Different holidays, you against. So here's you've got something to tell me. Spare my life. Boy, it's not. It's a solid chapter. As I said, it's just the only pet peeve of. I wanted to see more between Boruto and Code, but honestly, it does not seem like It does not seem like Boruto is bluffing, bro. And honestly, if he's not bluffing, honestly, Damon might have some competition. No, actually, to be quite honest, Damon might actually have some competition for real. Let me actually jump into the server for those of you who want to like join in. Into voice chat here. This is actually crazy, bro. Crazy. Tubular could be Shiba and Boruto. They could have the same Rasengan technique. Could be. I guess we could go back to this would have been Boruto chapter. Because since we're making so many references to Shiba at the moment. Probably like 44 or 45. Defection. No, what am I talking about? 45. It wouldn't be 45. It would be more so. Damn ads. More so. Let's see. The domain of gods, yeah. Let's see. The way it's drawn, it could just be clouds. Yeah, because between these 2 pounds, I don't think we have any. Oh, there we go. Oh, so like this you're referring to. Ah, damn, these damn ads. Given the name Shinjutsu, Skylights were. Oh, stream looking okay still? Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're Gucci. Hold on. Wait, William? Well gone. Hold on. Fresh this page. Alright. Gucci. Alright. Just making sure the stream was good. Yeah, so. And there was a line I'm looking for. Resurrection. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure the stream's looking alright. There's a line I'm looking for in this chapter, really and truly. Roots. Shit by. Let's see. I transformed resisted. Hold on, guys. Shibai. What is this? Where are they? Don't worry, it's not with us. There's fruits. Condition to godhood. Original topic. Originally possessed, right? Transformed. Initial sages, church scholars for finally come to divine miracles. Shinjutsu. I'm sure. Wasn't there like a resurrection? Mm, 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 mm. Trap. Uh, anyway, the point is, yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Anyway, as I was saying, awesome chapter. Don't really have much problems apart from my nitpicks that I mentioned. That's a good question. Where is Mitsuki? Because you would think he would be involved in the action here too. Wait, the smoke is swirling around Amada and Shiba in the same way. Oh yes, yeah. Try. You're trying to see like some kind of subtle hints. Well, what are you saying? Probably watch Shiba come back and it being Amado, and we go back to like this chapter to find these small little hints or something like that. Who knows? Maybe that could be the case. But it could be something similar. Maybe just maybe. That would be funny, honestly. But yo, again, back to the last thing I was saying, like just how powerful like Boruto is right now, fam. Provided he's not bluffing. And it doesn't seem like he's bluffing. Because this man is so cool and composed, he's ready to take on Code. So this man is, I might be jumping the gun, and if I am, then fine. We can obviously say I was wrong, but this man has to be at the very least like somewhere in the same tier as Baryon Mode. Because, and the fact that he didn't start with like activating karma, much less. He started with he started with his strange Rasengan variant. To be honest, Boruto seems like he's super OP, dog. It's not even funny, dog. Honestly. But I guess I'm hoping we get much more of him versus Code in the next chapter. Hopefully a bit of Sasuke maybe. But probably they'll reserve that to when Boruto has his talk with Sarada, like he was saying in this chapter. So yeah. It's more like going to be the kiss. Bruh, it's still crazy to me, dog. Like the code slander is phenomenal, bro. Like, I don't know if I've seen a character in recent times that I want, like, just the entire community is just, the community and the author just keeps just disrespecting, bro. It is honestly the funniest thing I've ever seen, dog. Bruh, like, what do you guys think about the chapter? Program many of the times when it's flipped in Boruto. Bro, honestly, this is yeah, that is true. That is a good point. It's work. That's to catch up because he ain't looking too good. The fact that Kawaki had to activate his karma in this chapter versus Boruto, Boruto's just chilling, bro. But Boruto is literally, this man's just chilling. It's not looking good for Kawaki, honestly. So yeah, but again, Boruto is fully Otsutsuki compared to Kawaki. So again, like I was kind of saying in the Mellow stream, like not the stream, me collab with me and Mellow, that okay, being 82% Momoshiki and then 18% his own unique Otsutsuki DNA, like those things combined, like if he trains, like the potential that Momoshiki could have if he trained, this guy has it now, man. Don't know if Boruto faced against Confronts with Renegan, but even so, it was motor run when he took him out with ease. Yeah, bro, this man just chilling. Well, yeah, so that's the fair point. So maybe he would have had to use Karma level 1, but yo. Question. Does anybody have a translation for the Uzuhiko? I based on what I'm seeing here on the web, wing gods and all of that. But what does it translate to? Mythology of the new jutsu. Goddess of wind. His former name. Do you guys think I'm thinking Uzumaki is returning to the Wingcloak Jutsu. Yeah. Okay, I'm here on Reddit now. Cause of course, you know, you have persons talking about it. Let me bring this up. And you have this one person that's environmental bass 720. Was basically saying the same thing I was saying. That it might be, you know, kinda similar to the whole Wind Zephyr Jutsu from Shoujoji. But it might just Boruto might turn it as a barrier, but I'm hoping something of a twist so it can be somewhat deadly. Like surround himself with a whirlwind and charge an enemy. Typical Boruto stream style, then cut them with a Kenjutsu. I personally think he's probably taken the Rasengan shape manipulation and just kind of expanded it to like a more, you know, full body level and added wind element to it, but taking inspiration from the Wind Zephyr Jutsu. That's what I personally believe it is, really and truly. And of course, Rasengan cloak. Yeah, basically, it would basically be that. And of course, since he doesn't have to compress it like, you know, like an actual normal Rasengan, I guess it's less efforts, you know. Like Osaka used Lightning Cloak or the Raikage, true. But this would be like with a wind style. That's why he's just like kind of cruising, you know, because I get the impression that initial Clogram that he cut, he probably didn't take out his sword. Maybe just that fast, or maybe not, because the man just kind of grip the sword and it's like to the side, and then it's just cut. Granted, he did take it out for the rest of them. So, but bro, like, oh, let me just end this poll here. Ah boy. Bro, yeah, it's not even funny. Of course, he got a little amp with his move. Now how Cole gonna react because he can't absorb with his karma. Yeah, true. Bro, like, I'm ready for this match. My predictions on next chapter, of course, we definitely need Boruto versus Code. See more of what Boruto can do. Probably more insight into how Code kind of messed things up with the Ten Tails in terms of how his process of enhancing it kind of has put these Ten Tails, and the Clogram by extension, into another layer, another territory of danger, you know. Probably get more into that. Probably some subtle hints to Sasuke, maybe. Kind of, man. Fair enough. I thought it was solid. I don't think I would give it less than a 7. Yeah, I think a 7 is solid. I think it did enough to really and truly have us asking more questions while adding, you know, more layers of, you know, danger and intrigue and mystery. But I get what you mean, because as I was kind of nitpicking, it's like, yo, yeah, we got all of that, but it kind of feels like, we stall for time, and then, oh, when things are really about to get into it, now the chapter ends. Yeah. So we're back to the whole monthly build up, bro. It's crazy. Oh my god. It is honestly crazy, bro. Really do enough though. So hopefully we get some questions because we're starving. Honestly. They really do enough though. Well, to do enough to give it a 7, or just generally speaking, if the chapter did enough? Well, as you guys are saying, it seems more like a build-up. Seems more like a build-up. Ah, boy. But I don't know what more to say, man. Well, definitely not a bad chapter, but definitely can understand you saying it's meh. So, interesting. I'm kind of curious. Even though I think I would have heard anything if something came. Just curious if there's any news in terms of the Naruto. Dang it, most skewing problem. And still no news in terms of the Naruto episodes. Just curious about that. Do enough though generally. I would say for the second chapter, yeah, I would say. I mean, kind of have to be questioning in terms of Boruto, in terms of his strength level. I wanted more in terms of Boruto action. We got some action from the other characters here and there. Hints in terms of the Ten Tails, in terms of there being another layer of danger, hinting at Code may have done something unknowingly in his enhancement process. Of course, we have people turning into trees. You know, Cloudlands Renegans, which is wild. Well, probably not too wild. I mean, Ten Tails basically had like a Renegan, a Sharingan eye, so not too crazy. But, So for the second chapter, but it's kind of like a double-edged sword where it's like, yeah, I can definitely see what you're saying, and it's monthly too. I'm gonna have to kind of wait another 4 weeks before we get more. So yeah, I definitely get what you mean. Stressing, very stressing. But I definitely want to talk with you guys on Discord here before I end off, if you're available, because at least a 1-2 sentence needs to be said, man. This is this is something else, honestly. Where about? I wasn't I would. Alright, no pressure, no pressure. I mean, the end of month subscriber stream. Oh, but wait. I would have to do that stream next week, Friday. Because I think Saturday night I'm going to be out and about. Next week, Saturday. Yeah, so I'm going to have to do the end of month subscriber stream on Friday. Next week, Friday. So, fair enough. Wait, the man, the myth, the legend, William.
Yo, good night. Good night,
Yes,
everybody.
sir. It's popping, man.
Yeah, man, everything cool for the most part.
Man, yeah, it's been a long 2 weeks. Honestly, work has me away. But let me subscribe. Oh, alright. I did thought you were already subscribed. It's work. Yeah, man, definitely sub to the
Yeah,
channel and thing.
and I'm on next month, so at least there's that next week.
Yeah, probably have to do it Friday because I think I'll be out on the Saturday night. But yeah, man, as you were saying in the chat regarding this chapter, like yeah, I can definitely see why you'd say it's meh. But I mean, what are your other thoughts on the chapter?
Well, okay, so I read the chapter at work at lunch, so I missed some things. I have to say that, and it was a kind of meh for me.
Yeah,
Um, and another reviewer basically pointed out the same reasons why I thought that. And when I was getting home, I read it again and I liked it more, especially noticing the stuff I missed and
yeah,
all of that. So I appreciate it more, but I still see the issues. Like, okay, like we all know the artists, they're not really good at showing fights like a lot of other mangakas, even Kishimoto.
yeah,
Ikimoto, right?
yeah.
He isn't
Ikimoto.
really good. Yeah, he really isn't good seemingly at showing like individual hand movements, fighting movements, stuff like that. Because basically what he did with showing Boruto's first manga use of a sword was just basically the classic, in a way, boring. He unsheaths and resheaths his sword quickly and takes out a bunch of guys. We've seen that in a bunch of stuff. And yes, it was just the first time. So hopefully, I am really hoping in the next few chapters we actually see
Yeah,
Boruto actually using the sword and his technique with the sword, not just some quick movements and then he slashes code. Um, like in Naruto, like Kishimoto actually showed like swords clashing,
yeah,
um, like dudes pairing other dudes and stuff like that. I hope we actually get stuff like that with Boruto's swordsmanship. and it's not just quick slashes, and because that would be basically to me a waste.
Understand.
Yeah,
Alright, fair enough. I think, as you
and
said, we might have to wait till the next chapter to kind of see how
I
Ikimoto kind
I
of does with the
really
choreography.
hope, yeah, I really hope the choreography. Yeah. Plus, with the other characters, as someone said, it's kind of was just filler in a way with the other characters because one, we didn't really see that many of the other Leaf Ninja other than Inogene's group, and then we didn't really see anything new from any of them really. Basically, same jutsu, all of them using. So hopefully again. But for
Yeah.
the second chapter, I think we should have at least gotten like one or two new jutsu from some of them to make it like an interesting debut or something. It was just to
Uh,
buy time,
Alright,
and
yeah.
then
I wasn't
the
looking
whole
at it like that for real.
yeah. And then the whole thing with Boruto, again, this was the second chapter, and we know they do four chapter volumes and stuff. So hopefully next chapter and the one after that, they maximize stuff. But the thing with that is they've been doing that for the longest, and what they could do to try and spice things up is put more substance even throughout all the chapters instead of just waiting towards the end or the beginning of a volume to do that. Because
Hmm.
Boruto was basically saying the same thing at two code like 3 or 4 times, and then we didn't get anywhere until actually the end to purposefully leave off on a cliffhanger. They have
Yeah,
to
I understand.
really cut cut that fat. Stop doing that and not rush, but not like pigeonhole and waste time all the time when it's not at the end of a volume.
Hmm. Fair enough. Is that
I
like, I
don't know
know,
if
like, I
you,
no, what I was gonna say is that
I, yeah,
um I haven't gone back and like intentionally. I know we complain from month to month, like, oh shit, like the chapter done already, and I have to wait the next month. But I don't think I've like intentionally gone like from volume to like compare like the last two chapters of a volume versus the beginning of a volume to see if it's like a real consistent thing.
yeah, because it seems they do that most of the time though. Like the first chapter, it might be like this one was, but sometimes it's like last chapter, a lot happens to start it off, but then they really start getting there towards the third and fourth, mostly the fourth volume to end it off. Um, it seems that is just a thing they do, and they could just try and spice that up. But if they just have the habit of that, then I guess that is what they do, or that is how they format their values.
Hmm. Fair enough. Fair
But
enough.
the anime, whenever the anime comes back, at least we had the art animation. Plus, hopefully, they would add stuff.
Yeah, because honestly, even today I was watching Roger's base reaction to keyboard to episodes, and it just reminded me that at the end of the day, the anime is always gonna take the manga choreography and everything and make it better. Even without making that point, I was even saying during the stream that like even Boruto's movements with the Rasengan around him, I think would be better suited to the anime, honestly, to actually make it look much more impressive because
Yeah,
it's like,
because
okay, yeah,
even with the same thing with the choreography issue with Ikimoto, and like I don't know if Ikimoto really would probably prefer doing novels instead of the drawing thing. I'm getting that vibe, but I'm guessing like again he just has maybe a difficulty, or with the time frame it's still hard for him to just do all of that because he's done it before. Like he even showed like limbs being cut off, one or two little panels with individual limbs, and then you had all the different limbs. That was cool. But to me, and some of the things he should do that more with, but he
yeah,
just doesn't. Like even the backgrounds. And I think a final thing for me, like as again someone said, like the whole thing with the car grinds and like Tate Code basically making it like the worst future. Um, I don't know if you said it, but I think it's obvious that it's that he's basically making Galactus. That is it. I don't know if you ever read Marvel Zombies, but it that is what I'm seeing. He basically gave the main body Ten Tails what's in the other dimension, plus the Kraglimes, the ability to teleport. So if they overpower him or he just dies or he loses control of them one way or the other, there's gonna be an army of teleporting aliens that can just go from planet to planet, absorbing energy until they
Mm.
get to Otsutsuki's. Yeah, he basically is making Galactus. So that's to me what
Hmm.
Boruto is alluding to. And if I could figure that out, think about when they actually fully explain it, and then you probably already realize that's the thing, and they could have started saying it in a previous chapter instead of like wasting time.
Yeah, I guess that would retrospectively, I guess, make things a bit worse for the earlier chapters, and it more like could be that. But I just until further notice, I think it's more than that. And even the cloud grind with the Renegan, I think it's kind of hinting at that as well. But
Honestly, I think that is just basically the cloud grinds having what the powers of the main body to a lesser extent,
yeah,
because the main Ten Tails has a
yeah, a
Rinnegan.
Renegan.
So like if you took a half of it and made like a miniature version, then that version would be like a Jinchuriki in a way, the more condensed power, and would have all the abilities of the original.
Yeah.
So absorbing chakra, renegades, all of that. So I'm not too surprised by that. It's cool. Hopefully again they actually do some cool stuff with it, and it's not just oh my goodness, it has a renegade, it's faster, stronger. Okay, have it use some of the renegade powers.
Let's be honest. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Even though I did say it in the stream, like, yo, it'd be nice to see that happen. But yo, listen, if they made this Clog Rhyme use Rinnegan abilities and not Sasuke, yo, bro, listen. I think that's
Well,
indirectly even
I
cloning
mean,
Sasuke too. Honestly,
it would make more sense for the Clagrams to actually be able to use the powers more, because they're actually like concentrated version of the Tentails and the chakra. They should have way more chakra than Sasuke would.
well, yeah, should should.
Yeah.
Fair
Because the
enough.
main problem is that the Rinnegan, even back in Naruto, was established that it drains a lot of chakra and energy. And if you don't have a huge chakra pool or you're not a Uzumaki, then you can't really use it to its fullest. That is why Nagato was so OP with it, because he was a Uzumaki. Anybody else wouldn't be able to use it to a full extent if they didn't actually manifest it like Madara.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But I didn't expect him to like move from oh, I'm the strongest in the ninja world to like, oh, I'm just gonna use this for taxi.
I mean,
that's literally it, bro.
look at look at Kakashi, right?
Yeah.
Because he's not Uchiha, the Sharingan drains him. It makes him OP, but if he uses for too long, then he's done.
Yeah, but I mean, even with Kakashi in like over the course of Shippuden, like outside of the whole, QB cloak amp during the war, I would actually say Kakashi objectively got better with his Mangekyo.
I mean,
Even though, yeah,
didn't he only wasn't he only able to use the Kamui for like two, three times, and that was it?
let me
And
see.
Sasuke is using even more powerful jutsu with his Rinnegan,
Yeah,
opening teleportation portals and stuff.
and
Way more hacks.
teleporting. Yeah, but that's pretty much about it. It's just that the lack of variety is
Yeah,
what I'm saying, man.
yeah. So
But
for me, the chapter was okay. It was cool. I saw the issues.
yeah,
Um,
and I definitely
I
agree with you
don't
in
know
terms
about
of
the
the other cast
improvement.
members.
Yeah. Uh, but what about you though? I'm guessing you saw the issues too, but I'm guessing you enjoyed it as well for most part, or maybe not.
I enjoyed it for the most part. I was kind of nitpicking, as I said, in regards to the fact that yeah, we had the points that I thought made the chapter decent that I pointed out, but I was also pointing out, similar to you, is kind of feel like by the time we get to Boruto about to take on Code, it kind of felt like more of a, not more of a, but it also felt like a stall for time too. More or less is that what I was saying. Um, so yeah, it kind of still kind of highlights the issues I think with the monthly, but similar to like what you brought up now, like yeah, they could have actually filled the space with more interesting things for like the other cast members, like new jutsu, like new variants of a jutsu or something. Yeah, it kind of comes off also as just like, oh, we're kind of just stalling, you know. But I enjoyed
Um,
it.
I would you call it stall? I guess it's stalling, but I guess the thing is that they're so dead set in the format of how they do the manga that
Yeah.
they have they have to stretch it so that they have stuff to put in the other two chapters for the volume. So
Hmm.
at this point, I don't know if you would even call it stalling or just intentionally dragging the story to have more stuff in the other chapters, because to me it's obvious that they should already know what they're
Yeah.
gonna put in the other chapters and volumes, and they have to just find ways to stretch it out.
Yeah. Wait, Savage Boy, Wagwan, welcome. um, yeah, true, but uh, wow. Yeah, they obviously do have a good idea of what's happening next month. More than likely, because at the very least, I would imagine Kishi more than might have most of the script written out for the next chapter. Obviously, it's just more or less storyboarding and drawing and choreographing and all of that. I think that might be the that's what's taking up most of the time. But I guess the art and choreography aside, I guess you could put more of the blame on Kishimoto in terms of this, honestly. And yeah, because you know Kawaki, Himawari, bro, yada yada yada.
Oh,
Uh,
when you say that, could you also mean, for example, like even with the choreography, because it depends on, for example, if Kishi, for example, writes, okay, Boruto uses his sword to do this and that, then the
it could
artist would have to draw that.
it could be like that because if we were to take for example like Dragon Ball Super with Toriyama and his notes, I mean I think it's widely known that in his base notes for Super and that being adapted to the manga and anime respectively, like he might put like very vague details like I don't know, Goku turns red, and of course that translates to in the anime Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, manga equals Super Saiyan God. So it could be, but like with where Kishimoto is, I wouldn't. It would be hard for me to believe he doesn't put like a detailed description of how scenes would actually go.
Or
Honestly,
he actually knows he and the person doing the drawing obviously know each other and friends, hopefully, and all of that. So it could be he knows that this person has an issue with like those minute details, so
yeah,
he doesn't bother all the time to add them.
yeah, and I know I've had this like belief or perspective for the longest while that and I've said before. I just feel like maybe in the room there, Kishimo's like saying, okay, we can do it to this level. We'll make the manga good, but we don't have to go to the extreme because we're still going to be drawn back into the anime production process for like reference to actually touch up these scenes to make them better. So to me, I think again, this is kind of like the skeleton. Wouldn't want to say the bare bones, but at the end of the day, I think maybe Kishimoto, maybe even Ikimoto, like are involved with the production process for the anime to say, okay, let's fully put on like the flesh now in terms of these scenes, you know. I think that's like a factor as well, because at the end of the day it's monthly, there's only so many pages, kind of have to get to certain I guess certain story beats, so and with a limited amount of time
Yeah,
I would imagine per month, so
yeah, because I expect next chapter to be a mostly combat chapter, and not really a lot of
talking per
information
se.
lore really other than on the fighting.
Yeah,
Then the final chapter of the volume, which would be in November, then we might get more of the lore and stuff. And
yeah,
for
true.
me, in all honesty, the fighting in Boruto and the powers are cool. They're really cool. I do like them. But I like them more when they're described and or at least shown in the anime.
Yeah,
What I like the manga for more is the lore aspect and like actually seeing the powers and description, but the lore.
yeah.
That's what I like the manga for.
Fair enough. I think you had mentioned something earlier. I don't remember your exact wording, but I think it was tying into a joke I was going to make in terms of we only see like maybe a few Konoha Shinobi, Inashikacho, Sarada, Kawaki, Imawari. And I was gonna make the joke like Kakashi is still on, on vacation. But I think
Honestly, and
what are the what are the problems I think, and obviously it's going to be rectified in the anime, but I think one of the things that one of the problems that the manga has, right? It's kind of like it's kind of like the suspension, like I have to kind of turn off my brain moment. Like you're telling me all this is going on in Konoha, and only these persons show up. Where's Kakashi? Where's Guy? Where is everybody else? Where's Sakura? Your husband has been missing for 3 years. Like, you know, you'd think we'd at least get like a snippet or something, like a probably a 1-2 page interaction, you know, something. But it just seems very odd. And I know again, like
um,
we kind of focus on like a
mhm.
certain set of characters in the manga, but from the manga perspective, as a long-time Naruto watcher, it just feels odd,
um,
off-putting.
but
Yeah,
that that just made me. You just made me think about something.
yeah,
I obviously I watched the Naruto anime more
yeah,
before the manga, and same with Shippuden before I got into the manga. And obviously the war arc was a long arc and it had a lot of characters. Um, but in original Naruto, other than the story beats where it had to focus on a lot of different characters, wasn't really the manga just about Team Seven really, and then the Genin 11 or whatever. Wasn't it really just about them, and then later on we got more characters as the story expanded.
yeah, pretty much.
And it seems like with Boruto, really, they're just trying to keep it a low cast, just the main characters, and reminding me of Harry Potter in a way.
Yeah,
Like in the first movies was really just the main cast, then they started expanding. But it seems like in this again, like just the main people, forget everybody else. And I understand why people don't like that. And yeah, I would be like, where are the other characters? I mean, at least just show them doing something. But yeah, they just wanna keep it focused on the main people and not.
yeah. But I think that kind of emphasizes the point that the manga is really depending on the anime to kind of put on the flesh on the, I guess, metaphoric bare bones that you could probably describe the manga as in some aspects, because like I'm almost going to like make a 100% prediction that when it comes to this point in the anime, you'll probably see some other characters. Take for example when Ishiki came to the village, you saw the Konoha Avengers fight Ishiki. Well, attempt to fight Ishiki. You saw Kakashi, even though he was just meeting with the Jonin forces. So little stuff like that. Wait, Paradox Wagon.
True, true.
Yeah. So I think it's
Yeah,
that, man. Honestly. But I guess it still comes back to one of the big questions coming out of this chapter, man. Like, do you think Boruto was bluffing?
Wait, what? Wait, hello? Hello? Um, Sandra? Okay, I guess he dropped.
All right, you guys hear me now? Anyone? Hello. William? Paradox? Doop, 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 doop. All right, good, good, good. Yeah, that was a first. Some reason. Yeah, that was odd.
Yeah, what were you gonna ask before you dropped?
Ah, dang. What was the last thing we were saying? Oh yeah, yeah. I was asking, man. Do you think Boruto was bluffing, or like how strong do you think this man is now? Because it's seemingly ridiculous, bro.
Nah, I don't think he was bluffing at all. He should know his level of strength. I don't know how much Code would have been able to train. Plus, with Boruto being who he is, 100% Otsutsuki, um, being a trained ninja, all of that, having Momoshiki probably. I wouldn't be surprised if something did happen to Sasuke. Momoshiki probably trained him. I wouldn't be surprised. So
Hmm.
for sure, yeah, I definitely believe he could easily take him out. Well, teleporting is a problem, but I believe he could kill him without too
Hmm.
much problem.
But I'm just thinking, man, like the code slander just continues because if what Boruto says is really true, bro, this man really surpassed. This man really jumped from where he was to like beyond Jigen in 1 year. It's crazy, bro. Wait, which
Well,
okay, in the grand scheme of
two
things, it's
years.
not crazy. 2 years? Didn't he say like 2 years ago that it's been 3 years? But he said like 2 years ago, like we had a that confrontation.
Yeah,
So
2 years ago they had the confrontation. Like you could say maybe the fourth year within the year when Boruto left the village, and now
yes,
it's been another 2 years. So
so
yeah,
I'm saying
it's
like
been 2 years
within
since that.
within the first year after leaving the village, he would have already you know basically gone beyond or at least got up to those levels. What I'm saying. I'm gonna just look back for this here. Uh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Nah, I feel like it's the first part of the conversation. Yeah, so it would have been at least at the very latest at the end of the first year that this man would have gotten up to those levels of power, which is ridiculous, bro. But Code, even though I don't think
Yeah,
Boruto's bluffing
but
either, it does seem like Code is giving me that like, dog, what are you talking about kind of vibe, bro. Isn't me? He's kind of giving me that vibe. But anyway, I guess we'll see what's what.
yeah, well, hopefully he isn't underestimating Code because yeah, Code isn't the smartest, but it's not like he's retarded or anything.
True.
Code has shown, I mean, average levels of intelligence, and you don't need to be a genius to do plans, carry out your plans, and achieve them and stuff. Plus, again, just being hacks alone in divorce, sometimes that is more than half you need.
Bro, true. Paradox. You hear, man? Still muted. Yeah, I guess. Probably having trouble with the. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you
Paradox?
know.
Yo!
Yeah, you know.
Kinda sound muffled.
Not sure.
Oh,
How about now?
yeah, man, that good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
What's
bro,
up?
so what's up?
Nothing, fam. It's just stuff to his fire, bro.
Usual code slander.
This was. I know, right? Like, man,
It's honestly funny,
you'll
bro.
be telling them, bro, I can easily kill you, fam. I'm like, okay, okay. Now you're giving us here, you know?
Bro.
Yeah. So I'm all for it, bro. But like Kishimoto did us dirty, bro. Like, how can you reveal some almost sick looking jutsu like this dude ready to body the nigga and then you just end the chapter right there? Like, come on,
Bro,
fam.
honestly, bro, it was a killer for me because I'm just like, yo, this can't be the last page. This can't be. We're ready for the man going, bro. Honestly,
After the dude be here pulling down that trunks and them samurai moves, cutting cutting kilograms like it's nothing, bro. Like, come on, man. That's all you're gonna give us this chapter? Like, really?
bro. Honestly, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean, he did drop some good plots or plot extension, I would say, because you know that Clawgram that came out with the Rinnegan and like basically talking right now, and then Boruto dropping like, "Hey, you have no idea what you've just created," which is really really cool because I remember back when he first created them, and like, well, most YouTubers talk about this, but it was pretty much the same thing in my mind when he like was splitting them, and like persons were saying like, what is he doing? And they were like, it's almost like the Sage 6 part when he split the ten tails into different beings. So, but this whole thing of him like making mention of like, you don't know what you created, just give me the vibes that, all right, these things are gonna get a mind of their own, and they're gonna end up bodying this. Either they're gonna body this dude, or something just
Bro,
going happen where he not gonna be able to like do anything about it. Like, it's just crazy, bro. Like, and like right now, my mind is working. Your mind works when they start to drop little hints, and you're like, what the hell is going to happen? And I mean, realistically, if these things get smart enough to actually understand the level of power that they have, plus developing, because I'm not sure if this Clawgram developed the Rinnegan. If he did, that's even worse. Because you can imagine those things developing Rinnegans, bro. Like, most fodder ninja can't do anything. Literally, the world is screwed, bro. Like, literally.
bro. Honestly, I'm all here for it, man. Honestly speaking, because yeah, William was suggesting in terms of kind of like that Galactus effect with them, and they'll be able to, of course, teleport from planet to planet. Um, but I honestly believe it's more than that. Honestly speaking, and the fact that you know the fact that the Clawgrams in this chapter, they develop into two trees. I'm wondering if you could have multiple, basically multiple god trees at this point. Then more than likely,
In terms
That
of
would
if
be
they were
wild.
to like absorb the different, like one absorb Boruto, unabsorb Kawaki
yeah,
per
Yo.
se.
But one thing, Paradox, by chance, have you ever read like Marvel Zombies or like about Marvel and stuff?
Read what?
Marvel Zombies or like you read comics or anything like that other than manga?
Oh yeah, I used to read Murph, but I haven't read anything in like quite a while now, to be honest, over 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, I usually
Like
like I was a big fan of like X-Men and stuff like that.
because like in Marvel Zombies, right? They eventually eat Galactus, and basically
Hmm.
each of them gains his power, and then they start going around from planet to planet, consuming them. So that's what I'm thinking. It could be more, but basically think about it. If they teleport to the Otsuski planet or different Otsuski planets and then basically did what they just did to those humans to Otsutsuki, boom.
So
Multiple.
so hold on. You know that kind of is my idea because you would think that with Kawaki's plan to kill all Otsutsuki, right? We'd eventually get to a point where either A or B or both, where okay, we find out maybe not all Otsutsuki are bad. Maybe there's some kind of maybe redemption that can be sought for their race, more than likely. Maybe the Ten Tails invades there are multiple planets, maybe, and we'll have to save the Otsutsuki. Maybe we could go down that route. I don't know.
Yo, no, because to me that is what came to my mind, and again some other people. Think about it. One or couple of these things teleports to the Otsuski wall. Just blindside and Otsuski absorb them. Would that one Clagrime become a gigantic guard tree? And then obviously like how the Tentails can go from its tree form back to its animal form. Can they then do that and consume others, or like just consume one, become a huge guard tree? All of them do that, basically wipe out the Otsuski, um, make fruits, probably turn back and keep doing that.
Yeah,
Who knows?
and
What
that
could
could
be
be
the end game after that?
that that could be on the back of this the whole train of thought Paradox have had, like in terms of if you're gonna go down the road of probably these Clogram gaining like true intelligence or sentience, really. That could be a
Everybody hear
case.
me?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. 'Cause I think this thing kicked me out when he was talking about Galactus, so I didn't sure what happened. But yeah, like, all right. To what you're saying, I have even like when everything was revealed, something even crazier came into my mind. So you're talking about them absorbing them, turning into God threes, and then going back. But what if you actually have one of these Clagrams who are actually, in terms of intelligence, is above the rest, and he actually turns on and eating one of those chakra fruits? Then you have something even worse on your hands, because if he eats the chakra fruit and gets all of those powers, that's going to be a crazy. Can you imagine a Ten-tail doing what the Otsuskis did? That
Hmm.
is crazy. As if one of them actually turns around and eats the chakra fruit and actually gets the powers from that, how are you going to even stop that?
Hmm. It's going to be interesting times.
And
Not gonna lie.
yeah, we
The
don't even know
average
if he like broken
Otsutsuki.
the game.
Yeah, because like from what we see, like the average Otsutsuki, like what Kaguya was before she ate the fruit, and like even Kinshiki or Urashiki, I don't think they might be able to beat a Ten Tails, a young one by themselves, but like a full one, like from the War Arc, hell no. You need people like Momoshiki or Urashi, Jigen, Ishiki to do that. So yeah, if one of these things eats a fruit, yo,
Bro.
Yeah,
Honestly.
crazy fam. But I mean, I'm all here for it. Let the dude cook, like cook something very, very,
yeah,
very
because I don't know if you
But it'll end
guys
up sending an
think
SOS
this, but
signal
I
to
think
Bardock
the
Oh,
whole
dang it.
Art fight with Cole probably won't be too long. I hope it won't be, honestly. I hope Cole gets dealt with soon, and then we move on to, no, seriously, he gets dealt with soon, and then we move on to Kawaki going at the Otsutsuki, and at the same time we might have one or two of these ten-tail creek grind claw grinds doing what we think they might end up doing, even the larger body too.
Yeah.
yeah. I was wondering if he had broken down the whole ten tails, or like did he break down like part of it? right?
I mean,
Because
from what we saw before, it seems like part of it, but no, given that he's been constantly increasing his numbers, it's hard to say.
yeah, bro. But that's crazy though. Thinking of it, like really thinking of it, like you don't need more than one of these things to end up at the wrong place, and then they already have the ability to go through that little black mark. So one being there, then the rest of them just that's crazy, fam. Like I know, cause I mean, I remember back when everybody was saying, "Yo, Code is total fodder," and this dude got unlocked his full power, and then Damien bodied him, and like basically everybody else is making red of him, and they were like, yeah, like how is this dude really going to, unless he has like some secret power that we don't know about that he's gonna unlock or something. But then when they introduce us, I'm like, okay, so you actually create a worse disaster, then you're gonna be end up getting killed by your own disaster. That's gonna be like the end of you, and then you're gonna have the problem that you left over to deal with. Okay, that makes sense. That's like classic manga
Yeah.
type stuff.
So it's
Yeah.
basically like what Boruto said. He ends up creating basically a nuke that might take him out, or even this is the thing, if he dies, the problem is if he dies, unless his power evaporates from them, they more than likely are gonna have his powers to now freely use and escape from the planet, dimension where they are.
Hmm.
And I
So,
think we'll still have it too because his power is a mixture of
like
scientific
his own,
technology.
yeah, because he has to
So
kind of add his
yeah,
own
He'll
blood to it
still
and everything.
right,
so yeah,
right. So
he basically created a worse threat than anything.
plus this dude has a white karma, so we don't even know if like they turn on him, if they absorb him, what gonna happen too. Because, you know, if that's also another case that they could actually just
Yo, what if that happens to him for sure, like the villager guys? Because
exactly.
we all know Code isn't gonna feed Boruto or Kawaki to anything and consume them. We all know that. So
Yeah.
either Boruto or Kawaki kills him, or no, an Otsutsuki or a Clagrime does it.
Or
And I
or
mean,
or or in that same train of thought, maybe like if Boruto or Kawaki gets caught on the verge of it, and then maybe a cloud rhyme like just the one that has the most intelligence kind of absorbs
mhm.
code, and then it's like, oh, finally, like, we've been waiting for this moment, and that's what kind of sets things off after that.
What if
Yeah, because
Kishimoto them is creating a freezer for it? What if they're creating their own Naruto freezer?
I
Hmm.
don't even think it's Naruto Frieza. I would say it's more along the line of like Cell, because if you were to think back, Cell basically like killed like DBZ version. If they're following along that line, I think they did it with what's his name again, that fake Uchiha guy, where the clones turned on him. I think
Oh
that
yeah,
it's gonna
right.
follow same route. And then I think if the original story, not the timeline that Trunks affected, but original timeline, Cell did end up turning on its master because Dr. Jiro released him and he ended up killing Dr. Jiro. I think I
No,
remember.
no,
Wasn't that the
no.
case in the original timeline?
I think 17 and 18 would have killed him already anyway. And
Oh yeah,
then,
Yeah,
something like that.
then
yeah.
Cell got out,
And then
and
them.
Yeah, Cell would have gotten out and
So
found out that Trunks found a way to deactivate them.
all
Yeah.
right. So if you look
it's
at
funny to think, right, that the theories are kind of more interesting than the actual chapter.
Is it true?
yeah, I mean, the chapter come and gone, and there wasn't really that much apart from like little actions, but the lore dump is actually a little bit more because that's what keeps us going. Because now everybody wants
Yeah,
to know what the hell is Bertha talking about that this dude
yeah.
is creating, and obviously since he more than likely has access to Momoshiki's abilities now, he's probably seeing way into the future. That makes it even worse. Um, Going along almost like the route of DBZ because you know that he's a big fan of that, and we're basically in like the second part of DBZ. You know, if you're to like look at it in similarity to Naruto or in similarity to Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah.
we're like doing the whole Gohan type thing. So like Yeah, I think it's gonna go along that road. Either he's gonna be killed, or these dudes are gonna end up turning on him, observing
Yeah.
him. I think that white we cannot forget the white karma. I think there's a reason why, he has the white karma, and they're gonna do something with it. So at least that's what I'm
Wait,
thinking, though. But
I I just thought of something like what you said. It's either like, for example, he gets injured or something, they turn on him, one of them absorbs him,
Yeah.
his chakra, energy, everything. Um, but maybe the one that absorbs him doesn't become like that, but maybe it absorbs him and creates a fruit from that, and another one consumes that and becomes more powerful.
Yeah, that could work too.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, technically they're one being, or they're all from one being. So it could be something of like a symbiotic relationship where the one who is like probably the smartest out of all of them, just controlling the rest, and he's just like, yo, just
Yeah,
observe people. I'm just eating chocolate fruits from all
because
y'all.
the fact that the one of them in this chapter actually spoke, um, I don't think in all of Naruto, the Naruto manga, or Boruto, we've ever seen a Ten Tails that hasn't been split up and made into something else speak.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So Code
True.
again unintentionally probably helped them to mature more by adding his
Mm.
power.
To it, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, the only other time we've seen a ten tail split up was in the original war arc when like they I think like the whole ninja what do you call them again when everybody come together and they were
Oh,
like holding down the ten tails and he created some fission being that's I think that was the episode like they entered the new
yeah,
I forgot their name like Jiraiya Orochimaru and Tsunade's
yeah.
three-way deadlock
That
when
that
when Sakura
that is when Hashirama had held it down and stuff.
right
And
so
Sanjay,
during
I
that
even
time
brought that up before. I brought that up before and basically said the Ten Tails had made those fission beams, but the Clawgrime should be stronger because it's not just like creating miniature things, it's actually pieces of like
the
itself
ten tails.
even more.
Mhm.
Um, but speaking of that, guys, question: don't you think the Clagrime should then be way more powerful than they showed in the chapter, though? Like, so no, they have like regenerating abilities, or even if not that, like not be just knocked out or killed from like a punch from Toto.
I
Well,
mean, I
yeah,
don't think
fair
it's really.
points.
I don't think even the thing with Chocha, I think what Kawaki did probably hurt them. I don't even think like Chocha and them really killed them. Probably they're just strong enough to like hold them back, but I mean, it's not really done as yet, but who knows? Probably code interfering with them probably changed them a bit, but yeah, you do have a point because I think a lot of persons were saying that too, like the power scaling is kind of weird now. Is either the new gen are way strong, which we know they're kind of technically almost they're stronger than their parents at that age. We can put it that way, but like we don't see a full power scaling as yet to see like you know
Yeah.
either these human beings or these clograms are extra weak, or there's either like levels to it where they keep getting stronger and stronger. Could be.
Could be. Because, I
Because
mean,
I
the
could
ones that are
understand if
in this
Chocho like
chapter.
could knock.
Mm-hmm.
I could understand like if Chocho like could knock them down, yeah, but hopefully not kill because that wouldn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, she
Yes,
only really,
but
like, knocked them back. She didn't necessarily kill.
yeah, I think only like Boruto
Ko
and Kawaki were the only
Kawaki.
two that killed them, but
Sarada,
Oh,
Sarada,
yeah,
I
and
think.
Sarada too.
yeah. So even that is there, but uh, there's just so many unanswered questions and so much more questions coming up. It's crazy, yo.
Ah,
Now, is this
boy.
new jutsu that this dude is doing, like this whole, like, what is this, like a full body Rasengan or something?
That's
Like,
what I'm
that's
speculating it is, honestly, with some win
like,
element added to it.
so it's like a auto, or that's like an auto rotation of like Neji's ultimate defense type thingy. You know, anybody who touches it
Remember,
gets.
he is part yoga, so
Yeah, yeah. I'm assuming that they're doing something along that line. Probably could be like, and if it works the way that most persons are speculating that it works, because it being a full body Rasengan basically means that nobody can really touch him. So I
Yeah,
but
guess that's
would
probably
it be
like,
weaker though?
I was
yeah, but it's
saying though,
probably still.
yeah,
Mhm.
I was saying that it's probably based on also probably taking some inspiration from Shojoji's wind shield in from the Mujina bandits. I was saying that as well.
Mhm. Now that could be like a hard counter for Damon too, because I mean, if you can technically touch
Bro, right
Boruto, then you
now
can.
the way Boruto is talking, it feels like he can actually spar with Damon right now. The way this man is talking, honestly, I- like I might be jumping the gun, man, but this man might just be in the same tier as Baryon mode. Might.
Think it's probably. Yeah, I guess. I mean,
Nah, I can't see that one.
You know, really?
yeah. Because I mean, Baryon
Nah,
mode was kind of broken though, unless like,
just
because
how
remember
Baryon Mode's
that.
power works. Nah,
Yeah,
nah.
each hit Naruto gives you, like, you're losing life, bro. Like,
Yeah, but that was
your years
only,
of cutting.
which is true, but that was only super effective since Ishiki only had like 48 hours or 24 hours left, right? It wasn't about that.
Yeah, yeah, but
I think it
remember,
was like
she
draining
is
away your
still a
chakra.
Otsutsuki. And if a human probably got the same treatment, they would probably have died way faster than that.
Because I think the
Mm,
theory was that in terms of like Ishiki cutting on life, it was based on the chakra. So it's like, I think every hit, because remember that the ability, or how Karama explained it, was that it was two chakras coming together and burning, basically creating a new form. And based on how it sounds, if he touches you, either that thing will absorb all of your chakra or burn away all of your chakra out of your body. So if he touches a
And then
regular
you die.
human, survive, exactly, you basically die as a regular human.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Boruto's new ability might depends on how powerful this like wind shield is. It might be able to counter Baryon mode, prevent him from being touched by it, and then Boruto could just attack with like range attacks or something. But if Baryon mode touched him, nah, bro, his chakra would quickly start to get used up in for the Baryon mode, just like Kurama's and Naruto's.
I don't know. I get what you guys are saying, but I'm not fully convinced it would actually work like that for like a regular human. But hold on, I'm just kind of referencing back Amado's explanation here. Or is Ian?
eh, but whatever Batman Sensei did, Boruto is, yeah, Boruto's him right now.
Again,
He's
I'm
him
getting
right.
a vibe that that Code probably seriously injured Sasuke.
Yeah.
I believe Sasuke did get to train him, but maybe it was maybe for maybe just half a year or a few months. And then when Code attacked, something might have seriously happened to Sasuke. And then Boruto would have had to continue his training mostly solo or without really a lot of Sasuke's actual input. And Momoshiki might have helped out within the
Mm.
next 2 years. I'm not saying Sasuke
Probably.
is dead, but he could have just been seriously injured and can't could no longer really
They can't
at least spar
often.
with Boruto.
Nah. Yeah, probably he's hurt, but yeah, I think somebody
Yeah.
was saying that what if that program had Sasuke's other eye? Like, huh, what?
Yeah, I saw somebody like someone make a put up a YouTube video and they were saying like it's potential this is where Sasuke's Rinnegan is or Sasuke's Rinnegan is back. I'm like, dog, this is just a regular Rinnegan. It can't possibly be Sasuke's own.
Mm, or well, I mean, I think they're taking it off the premise that he probably took out Sasuke's other Sharingan and put it in his eye, which is just messed up, and I don't want that to happen. But
Hmm.
or if the body is still there, if Kawaki, well, I think Kawaki blew off the entire upper half, so I'm not sure if it's still there. They could probably take it out and transplant it back in.
Nah,
Dudes,
bro, that is God. Kawaki hit that with a scientific ninja tool chakra laser enhanced by Karma. That's God.
Oh
but,
boy.
yeah. Well, I
Well, yeah.
mean, overall, it's really cool, and I kind of like that we're seeing some of the others. I was hoping we could actually start seeing other persons like Denki or something, but I mean, we didn't see
you,
them.
you have
See,
fate to waste, bro. Fate to waste.
probably just only do the anime only, but yeah. But I'm glad that we're actually seeing like at least Team 10 doing something. I would have wanted Himawari to do something in this chapter though, or at least in this series of fights that's coming, hopefully. And at least against one of the Clawgrams, like a Konoha versus one of Pain Body type thing.
Yeah,
You know, just show her off a little bit, because my girl is finally training now, which is what most of us wanted. But
definitely.
I'm just glad that Boruto is showing some him energy right now. Yeah.
Dog.
The main
Alright, fair
character
enough, fair
energy.
enough. Alright, I think that's pretty much it, guys. Any final words?
For me, just the regular, bro. Anime for life, manga for life. Looking forward to the next chapters. Hoping that they don't off-screen my guy Sasuke, but like they did with, like, I know it's the end of the show, but bro, come on, y'all see what happened with Jujutsu Kaisen from like, bro, I'm
I,
just like,
I heard about it. So
Yo, what even
you
happened there? Because I check out spoilers of stuff I'm not following, alright? And last thing I knew, they know he beat Sukuna or the fight ended with it. Now
that's
I'm
what we
seeing
all
stuff.
think, bro. That's what we thought for the last chapter. Now we're seeing spoilers of my dude getting cut in half. That's Satori freaking Gojo, bro. Like,
bro.
what? You off-screen my guy? Like, what?
I mean,
Well, I guess they explained
technically,
things, but
the guy
that's just
asked
so
me.
innocent.
Bro,
But
to be
yeah,
honest,
I'm
I have heard
just
that Gege
excited.
hates Gojo. There we go.
Oh, I have a recommendation for you guys. Check out this new manga that came out named
I,
Kagura Bachi.
yeah, everybody's talking about it. Trust me. If you did it,
Yeah, it's a
everybody's
really,
talking about it.
yeah, it's a really strong first chapter. Like I've I've yet to see in a lot of mangas or stories that drop with a really strong first chapter. So it's really good. That's why. But yeah, that's it. Check it
Yeah,
out.
alright, definitely then. William,
Yeah, guys. It was cool being on the stream and stuff. Enjoy the rest of your month. Wait, Sanjay, is your birthday coming up or something? I saw you have pre-bought the stream.
yeah, it's tomorrow
Yeah.
actually.
Okay, well,
Oh,
yeah, happy birthday, dude.
Yeah, dogs, respect, respect.
that's the point
Yeah,
strong from
bless.
the point,
Yeah, bro, I don't know.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of the month. Happy birthday.
Alright, respect, bro.
All right, cool.
Alright, Paradox, respect.
Later, guys.
Yeah, man. Alright, so that's pretty much it for Boruto manga chapter. Well, Boruto 2 Blue Vortex chapter 2. So, yeah, solid chapter. Had its issues here and there, objectively speaking. And we're looking forward to the next chapter. Lots of questions to be answered. But anyway, guys, let me know what you thought about my thoughts and the discussions and the review here we had with this stream. Thanks for tuning in. Definitely leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that jazz and blues. And I'll see you in the next Boruto 2 Blue Vortex.